and it's raining again. But it said it was going to be sunny. The weather report said it was going to be sunny. Someone's lying to us. I think it's just a passing shower, but still, jeez. Jeez Louise. Make it stop. Just stop. And I'm sure there's people in the country who are like, oh, we're having a drought. Make it rain. Ooh, there's a house finch or a purple finch. I can never tell the difference between a house finch and a purple finch. Almost ready. That is who has been messing with my raspberries. Some kind of grasshopper. All right, it's afternoon nap time. Everybody seems okay. Laying out hay was a good idea. The only thing is, like, they're eating it, and I didn't expect that they would eat it because they have so much forage, but the fact that they're eating it might mean they just don't want to go stand in water to eat, or it could just be a good little supplement at this point because we've had so much rain. Who knows? Good reason to walk the fence, even though this fence was energized. This guy got into it, so I gotta get him out of here. Luna, leave her, leave it. Good girl. So the baby is reunited with his mom, and we did not have a tragedy. So I've got to check what kind of voltage we have in the fence. It should be enough so when a baby puts her nose on it, she backs away from it and doesn't go forward into it. And if the fence was on, she probably wasn't getting horribly shocked because she's got a thick wool coat, but whew, okay, now I gotta go back and fix the fence. So the lesson is, and I don't always pay attention to this lesson, and I need to, is you need to walk the perimeter of your fence every day, particularly if you're using electric netting, because it's a great invention, but the sheep can die quite easily in it. And so I'm just glad that I decided to take a walk, because I thought, well, I should check the fence. It's also in soft, mushy ground. And I also want to see, you know, if the sheep have been down here, and they have been making, they've been bedding down here. Hopefully it's the sheep and not deer. Hopefully deer aren't just jumping in at night, but I gotta fix this fence. Lesson number 372. Walk your fence, check your fence, check the charging level frequently. All right, so luckily I walked the fence. Unluckily, there was something amiss. There was a little lamb that was caught in the fence. Luckily, I was able to get the lamb untangled before it choked to death. Unluckily, it's probably stressed, and it might die in the next couple of days because of the stress. I don't know if I think it's drinking right now, so it was probably dehydrated. It was in the sun. Like, that was a stressful thing. And so the electric netting is a problem if it is not charged hot enough. And I have a lot of netting on this one solar panel, and I'm not convinced it has the guts, the balls, as they say, to really charge that much fence. But I have the stronger charger over at the Rams because they don't have dogs to protect them, right? So a lot of different things could have gone wrong, and luckily, because I had the time and I figured I would check the fence and take some extra step in post to make sure it wasn't grounding out, because it's very soft ground. And I found the sheep. So that was good. And I need to do that every single day. I mean, every day. It needs to be part of a habit that I need to do every day and check it off. Like, check their water, check to see that they have enough food, check to make sure nobody's caught in the fence, look every animal over that I can to make sure nobody's sick or dying. You know, it's like, that's just some of the stuff that I need to make part of my daily list, and to do it every single day, and to check the fence voltage, right? So I need like a waterproof box right next to the charger that I keep a tester in. Always have a tester. So there's no excuse, oh, it's in the car, I don't want to walk all the way back. That's what gets us. It's those little corners we cut in the midst of getting a bunch of other stuff done. And oh, it's fine, it's probably fine, I'll check it tomorrow. But then you don't check it the next day, and then 3 days have gone by. Meanwhile, you have no charge in your fence, and some little sheep is going to test it because they're curious and they're dumb and they're not going to get a charge, and so they're going to not respect the fence, and pretty soon you have a train wreck and dead sheep. So never ever leave an uncharged roll of electric netting in where the sheep, like if it's rolled up, never leave it. That's what I did last winter. Forgot that I'd put some rolls, and then I built a fence around them. It was over a little hill, I didn't see it, forgot about it, and one of my sheep almost died in it. Make sure the fence is charged enough so that if they do touch it, they get a shock. Like if it's 0.003 volts, it's an uncharged fence, and therefore is deadly. So I'm gonna check the voltage. I'm gonna feed the dogs. I'm gonna replace their water because I haven't dumped it and replaced it in a day. And that's another commitment I made, to give them fresh water whenever possible, whenever it's not raining 2 inches an hour. So, all right, so thanks for hanging out for this little talk. If you're gonna start a farm, you're gonna make mistakes. Be stern yet loving with yourself. Have compassion for the fact that you're gonna make mistakes. Build some habits in so that that hypervigilance that you had as a kid because your parents were always fighting, or because they were alcoholics, or because whatever reason, because you're autistic, or because you're just hyper focused on doing a great job at life. Walk your fences, check your voltage, do it every day. Do it every day. Get an app, put it on a list of things you do every day, and check it off. Peace, love, grooviness, boom. All right, so the dogs have been fed, and I did some grooming. This path is drying out nicely. The sheep are down here having a chow down. It is Sunday afternoon, the 14th of July. And I'm attempting, this is Mark Shepard from Healing Pastures, the farm church, because farming is church to us. And I'm trying to do the best job I can. And I luckily walked the fence and found that one of the lambs had gotten tangled up in it. So I'm about to check the voltage, and I'm about to institute a rigorous habit. And I want to go on record of my daily habit of checking the fence, replacing the water, checking the voltage on the fence. Checking the fence meaning walking it to make sure there's no tree down, or that there's no lamb caught in it, or that one of the fences, hasn't just been knocked into. So a daily check, particularly when I get into some of this brushy areas where I can't see everything. I need to walk the perimeter of the fence every single day. That's my commitment to these animals who trusting me to take care of them. My job is to help keep them alive. And man, I really like them. The sweet little lamb. I'm so glad I caught her in time, saved her in time. I feel really good about that. I just feel really bad that somehow the voltage in the fence is not high enough. So I'm gonna go check that now, but I like to see them eating, and this is drying up. It's drying up quickly, so unless we have more deluges, which we may have, I think we're gonna be okay. I have a lot of food in here. All of this is just not even half of what we have. We have a whole field that goes way down there, and we got a corner over here with lots of willows. So that's where we're heading. Cowabunga, Shazam.